Let me show you how to make a gorgeous farmhouse style cross for Easter using some boards you can get at Lowe's. So these boards already come cut down. I believe there's 3 or 4 in a pack. You can get them back with the dowel rods. So the first thing I'm going to do is just overlap these two to make them longer and glue them in place. And next I'm going to come in with the third board and glue it across to get that cross look and hold it down until it sticks. Now, hot glue will work just fine on this. I just used my stick fast. Next, we're going to use some antique wax. This is Waverly Antique Wax. You can get it at Walmart in the craft section. And we're just going to add it with a wet wipe and then give it a good dry. I sat it aside because I was still undecided about color. So next, these are the tags that are in our printable subscription group. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'll leave the details below. And we're going to cut it out, and then we're going to come in with that antique wax and go over it just to give it a real rustic look. So then we're going to make sure it is nice and dry. Once it's dry, we're going to crumble it up a couple times. Again, this is just going to make it look really rustic. So we're going to give it a few crumbles. And then we're going to come in with some antique wax. So I had this little brush I've been trying to use, but in the end, I just like using my fingers for this, but it does help with the middle. So once I got that on, then I come over with my fingers and added it a little darker on the edges. So if you have any questions about any of these products, let me know in the comments and I will help you out the best that I can. So I'm just going around the edges here. I did want it a lot darker on the edges just to look old. So then I finally decided on a color and I decided we're just going to go white. That'll be nice and farmhousey. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use some chalk white. Again, this is the Waverly chalk paint. So you can get that at Walmart in the craft section. So I did add 2 coats of paint. I made sure to dry it really good in between each coat. And I'm just using a blow dryer for that. Once it's dried, then I'm going to rough it up with some sandpaper. And then we're going to come in with some greenery. This is actually a garland I got at Hobby Lobby on sale and I cut it up for the greenery. It's beautiful on all types of crafts. So I'm just going to add a few pieces of the greenery. Then I'm going to take a little bit of raffia and you will see here, I did kind of mess this up. I'll go back and show you what I did though. So then I'm going to fluff out my bow a little bit and then I'm going to glue that right over the center. Then I'm going to add my tag. And then next I'm going to add a little button. So I felt like at the top I needed a little more raffia, but I didn't want so much hanging down. So once I got this trimmed up, I carefully took off my tag. And then I made another raffia bow that was a lot thicker. And then I just cut the bottom off and glued that on top. Because like I said, I just wanted that raffia to be a little bit thicker up top. And then I added my bow. And this turned out gorgeous. Let me know what you think and if you plan to give it a try.